Peep peep, what is up ninjas? My name is Emerald and I need to make this video to help you guys make more epic breakdowns. I'm making this video because I've been hearing a lot of breakdowns, guys, and a lot of them sound like a fucking bag of Skittles. And you may think that's a good thing because Skittles taste good, but no, they're fruity. Good inside. Taste the rainbow. When I first started making music, guys, I wanted to make epic music that gave me goosebumps, and the type of goosebumps, you know, when you're sitting in class, your teacher is behind you kind of breathing a bit, turning the page for you, and you get this weird goosebump feeling, that kind of goosebump. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm talking about the goosebumps you get when music is good, when it's so epic, and when you just feel like you want to live life on the edge. Are you ready? So today we're going to be doing 5 tips so that you guys can get more epic breakdowns. And again, this can be used for any genre of music. Big Room, which is not dead. Future Bounce, which was mostly made in FL for some fucking reason. And made by a shit ton of white people, now that I think of it. The exception is YEAHHH, my boy. And if you guys have any tips that I have not mentioned here, make sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll throw you a little bit of that. The Reese Bass. The Reese Bass is the manly version of the pad, and you should have one if you want to have an epic breakdown. Now, Reese Bass will create tension, scariness, and epicness, which all equal the same thing in my opinion in music. And this is what's going to give you that epicness, especially if you're playing it on one note. Just imagine you're walking down an alley and everything seems good, but then you hear that damn Reese Bass, and lo and behold, some guy comes out and jumps you to figure out how the hell you mix that bass. Good inside. You're just feeling me. And like most of you guys that watch master classes online, you're always disappointed to know, man, I know everything already.
Just fucking mix that bass. Where's the bass?
It's Camel Crusher.
You making me feel good inside.
The Reese Bass is also very easy to make, and I'm going to show you guys various ways you can make one. I'm going to show you guys the Asian Reese Bass, the Mexican Reese Bass, the black Reese Bass, the white Reese Bass, because we can do so much with it. So this is how you make it, and this is how it sounds like.
Alright guys, so here we have a standard saw in a breakdown, and this is how it sounds like. Check it out. So that doesn't work, and if we put a sign, it's very boomy, but the Reese Bass is very easy to make, and honestly you should know how to make it either way. Yeah, you can impress your friends. So 8 voices on the saw, and there we go. We have the Reese Bass. We're going to cover it with a filter, and we're going to make Big Tyrone. This is the black Reese Bass. Increase drive. So you can see why it's Tyrone, because this Reese Bass is actually covered by the filter and boosted, so it's very thick, as you can see. Now, if we want to make other Reese Basses which are going to be a little bit more thinnish, like Asian Reese Bass, then we can go with a bandpass 12. So that's going to give us the So there's a place for this Reese Bass, honestly, if you have already a bass in the breakdown, but it's very simple. As you can see here, you can also layer with another sound. So one sound will be fully open and the other one will be more of a layer on top. So we only have routing, we're only routing sound A into. But the Reese Bass is just so epic because if I decide not to have any melody on this as well, and I just have it going straight all the way through, like I was getting beat up, you create a lot of epicness and a lot of tension, as you're going to see. Now let's go back to my man Tyrone. You hear all the elements, the atmospheric stuff. So you can see the Reese Bass is something you need to have. Instead of having a pad, have a Reese Bass, baby. And if you want to put on a pad on top of it, Big Tyrone will be able to carry that pad. Just make sure you don't add any more low end into it, and you should be good.
Number 2, festival claps. Now number 2 is a filler, guys, and festival claps honestly make anything sound epic, and you're usually going to use it in an area of your breakdown where you have the climax, the anthemic part of it. Oh, there is something about a group of guys around the mic clapping to create the festival clap. Now my doppelganger Sebastian Ingrosso in the Greyhound video once said that when you add a kick in the room, aka in the break, something's gonna happen. So same thing here, festival clap, something epic is gonna happen.
I don't know why I need to show this one in all honesty, but we're gonna embrace our inner Hardwell. And literally guys, stadium claps, festival claps, they're made literally by getting a clap and adding a bunch of reverb on it, similar to creating like a kind of like a pride snare. You can YouTube that and you'll know how to make it. So you know, literally it's like a kick taking place, so the clap's taking place of the kick for now, but the moment you add it, it just adds so much. So we got Tyrone doing his thing, and then so festival claps is gonna get Sting to sound even more powerful, and don't be afraid to use it in genres that aren't a big room, because I've heard it in future bass, I've heard it in trap, I've heard it in progressive house, and you can do it too. And it's just this simple. All you need is the sample, which you can find in the Kashmir, obviously volume 1 pack. We're gonna embrace our inner Hardwell / Kashmir one more time, and using one of the Kashmir claps here. So here's the original song.
I wanna feel your fingertips on my skin. I don't wanna feel your touch if it's empty again. I don't wanna feel your cold, cold hand.
So here we're gonna add the Kashmir. The Kashmir, it's about to get epic.
Again. I don't wanna feel your fingertips on my skin. Spend another night alone again.
Hey, it's more epic! Yeah, so see, it can work in any genre. You know, you just don't want it to be so damn obnoxious, obviously, but you know, it's like that one guy going, "Hey, I'm over here, bro. Pay attention to me." But you guys get the idea of the festival clap, and you can use it in any genre. I don't know what genre this is. I call it synthwave, but it's not. But you go figure.
Tip number 3, guys, can work on stuff other than chords, but you're gonna use it when you want to accentuate, when you want to put the spotlight on something. And a lot of times in dance music, we have it to accentuate the chords. You'll hear something like da 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 ba, ba, ba. So add your kick to the chords. Here's a few examples that use this in music, and I'll try and show you guys a few examples as well.
All right, guys, so here we have something set up, and you can see we have these kind of Supersaws stabs again. So the key of the game with that, and again, these tips I know are very simple, is just to use a kick. So we're gonna use a Kashmir kick, because why not? We're gonna use this one here, and all we really want to do is have the kick play with the saw. Literally, we just want it to hit. So that's gonna create a lot of tension, as you're gonna see. Yeah, let's do that there. Boom, 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 and then boom, boom. And you can have the saws come in at any time. So if you have your melody going and you think, oh, a super saw would sound cool here, a shot, then try it out and put a kick on it. And that will make it a hell of a lot epic. And you're going to see that right now. Watch. Okay, so I think that should be good there. We got 2 more here. And then, yeah, there we go. So watch the difference that it makes. So it makes such a big difference, dude. It's like, imagine you're hearing this at a festival or at a club and you're in front of the speaker. Your clothes is gonna be blown off, my dude, because there's gonna be this wall of sound and this big ass big Tyrone kick that's gonna hit you. So this creates a more epic kind of feel to it rather than just having the standard. Okay, so hopefully you guys have fun with that. Another tip to make it sound epic.
Number 4, boom, orchestral kicks. Now, if you want to kick out the epic mother effer like that alive, you're gonna have to use an orchestral kick on the breakdown. And they're very easy to do, and you can find them in most packs, even though most of them rip off contact. which is legal. You can find it in a lot of packs, guys, and you want to use them in your break, and they create a lot of power and tension. Now, they don't need to hit with the chords, they don't need to hit here, but you want them kind of as ear candy, so you kind of feel boom, 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 or dun, dun. And I'll show you guys a couple of examples so that you can see how it can create more epicness in your track.
Okay, so here I have a G-House track that I started today, which sounds like this.
Stop, pose, stop, pose, stop, pose, get your meme on, stop, pose, stop, pose, stop, pose, stop, pose.
Alright guys, so we're going to be adding some orchestral drums to that, and you know, the only scenario here that would work if I want to keep the original idea I had for this would be to add orchestral hits to hit with the voice itself. Now a lot of times you can have random orchestral hits happen where you feel is right, but here if we do it, you're going to see it adds a lot of
Stop, pose, stop, pose,
and then I could do like a little bit variation,
stop, pose, get your meme on, stop,
and maybe I can do a hit dun dun dun,
get your meme on, stop, pose,
and then from there we can have it just
stop, pose, stop, pose, stop, pose, get your meme on, stop, pose, get your meme on, stop, pose, get your meme on, stop, pose, stop, pose.
Alright, so you can see the orchestral drums do a lot of work, and we can even add them here, I guess.
Get your meme on.
Here actually is where we want.
Meme on, stop, pose, stop, pose, 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 pose,
Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But orchestral drums really help, guys, and you can hear it a lot in music like the Kashmir, Vini Vici. You'll hear random orchestral hits here and there. So use them in your music if you want to give it a more epic vibe as well. And it's easy to use in the break too. You can have it just be like dun 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 or dun dun dun. You know, random thing.
And finally, guys, tip number 5 is gonna be the big room producer's best friend, the only sound big room sound designers know how to make, and most people, and that is gonna be the thick, the wide Supersaw. Now the Supersaw is like a steroid, literally. You have a little pluck here, you put a Supersaw on top of it, it just surrounds that pluck to the point where the pluck sounds epic, mainly because Supersaws tend to be very wide, very thick, very on the stereo signal, and plucks usually are in mono, leads mono, and the Supersaw just surrounds it very nicely, as I'm gonna show you here.
So obviously the first example we can pick, guys, is the obvious pluck and then Supersaw combo, which you hear a lot in big room. And then the saws come in. Now the good thing about this is that when you have a pluck, and you usually make a pluck, it sounds in the center of the mix, so you should be hearing it from in front of you. And then when you have that saw come in, have the saw just play the chords, and you can turn the top part of the pluck into maybe like a lead or something, but the saws just revolve around it so good, as you're gonna see right now. Like, you know, let's just start. You know, and if we process this, it'll sound great. But you can see the saws just surround the mono sound because they're so stereo. In this example, we can also add a bit of that Supersaw vibe to this by, you know, giving it a sound here, duplicating the sound, putting a Supersaw, and just covering more layers with it. So you can see right now, this is how it sounds like.
Is this what you're looking for?
Now if I add the Supersaw, and Supersaw is easy to make, but it acts sort of like, imagine a vocal in the center, and then it has the harmonic vocals behind. Now, of course, we can go with the other example, which is the big room, where we have just a mono lead or like a and put Supersaw on top of it like Kura does, or Kura. But as of now, I think this is good, and I think you guys know where I'm going with this. So that's going to be this example, guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the tips in this video.
So in order to make your breakdown sound more epic, you know, you have that little break where it's all tension filled. You're kind of trying to make someone feel something, and then it's like bam, you know, the supersaw comes in, and it's just gonna make everything sound more epic, more open, and that's what we want with it. You can put it in various sounds, you know, you can put it on top of a plug, on top of a vocal lead, and vice versa, and it will just make it sound hella more epic. And with that being said, guys, those are gonna be my 5 tips to make your breakdown sound a lot more epic. Hopefully this helps make your music sound like hot Cheetos instead of a bag of Skittles, which again is fruity. Hot Cheetos is just so epic. So make sure to follow these tips if you want, guys. And if you have any more tips, leave them down in the comments below. And again, I'll throw you a little bit of clout. I'll throw you a little bit of a shout out here and there. Maybe in the next video, I'll leave you like a cool little shout out in the beginning. Maybe I'll do that. And I'll see you guys next time, ninjas. You guys take care and you guys have an amazing day. And I said ninjas, not